Hey guys, welcome to this quite random video. Basically, the reason why I create this video is because I've been seeing a lot of like there's a lot of anime mods out there in the internet, but there are only a choice few that are really good. As the rest of the mod pack is just we added this particular item, and hi pick. We added this particular item, and we just call it anime mod pack because we have this item inside, which isn't really what I want. But there I have seen three quite popular, but didn't really see much of them. Quite popular anime mods in the internet, and I decided to let's just put all of them together and make key points on each of them. So here we go. First is the Academy Craft. The Academy Craft is actually referencing referencing the anime Toaru Kagaku no Ryogan, where as you can see, there are many things to take note of, but the main point are these four. You can infuse yourself with a special power via this device here. Can't really see it, and you can get either one of these four abilities: Electromaster, Meltdowner, Teleporter, and Vector Manipulator. Manipulation. So I will go through each of the main abilities with you guys. But first, let's go on a pretty cool nifty trick. Oh, this is the logo, by the way. A pretty cool nifty trick. So when you spawn in the world, you get this thing called the Misaka Cloud Terminal, which is obviously referencing to the one of the characters in the game, the anime, sorry, where they will actually, it's like a guidebook where they will tell you what to do in each of the steps, which is pretty cool. Seeing the interface. And to make this interface even cooler, there's this data terminal where once you have it and you right click, you can see, if you can see behind, they say installing, and once that is installed, you can just see this interface pop out. So you can see either the credits or donate to the Patreon if you like, because they're pretty good. What they did is pretty cool. The settings where you can change your buttons and whatnot, and also the Misaka Cloud, which is the cloud terminal that we saw just now. To get out of this, just press E left alternate, and to activate it, just press left alternate again. Now, there are actually other features that you can add into the cloud terminal. For example, this tree, where once I add this tree, you can have additional stuff. First is the media player, which I will showcase to you guys later. Second is the frequency transmitter, where it's a more what's the word? It's a more not sophisticated, but but you have to learn how to use it, because even I myself am not really too sure how to use it. Then lastly is the skill tree. The skill tree will only activate once you have a skill, which I do not have, so I will show you guys soon. Then the next one is these very familiar songs, which if you did watch the anime, you are definitely going to be surprised that once I click on the media player and I click on only my railgun. Sorry, that's before I get copy strike. So you can use it. You can use it to play these kind of songs in the game. And if I'm not wrong, there are actually some people that can add their own song once they have add the MP3 folder into the game itself. So you just need to learn how to tinker around with a bit, then you will get the results that you want. Right, next, before we go on how to activate our power, let's see the different ways we can generate power to activate the cryopod that activates our power, as cheap as that sounds. So there are three ways of gaining electricity, power. First is the phase generator and the solar generator. The phase generator uses a in-game liquid that the mod adds to generate electricity, and the solar generator, as the name suggests, uses solar energy. However, my favorite one, and probably the more expensive one, would be the wind generator, where you can use it to act, the higher the altitude, the faster it generates, and also you can use it to power not only the cryopod itself, you also can use it to power any other RF mods, but you have to have the RF converter. So anyone who likes to tinker around with all these technological stuff, this you also can keep this in mind, as it actually generates really fast. Before I continue, I have one thing to mention. In order to connect from the wind generator to the cryopod, you have to actually have a wireless terminals. You can imagine it like a redstone wire, but wireless redstone wire. So next, once this thing is hopefully it's charged, once you activate the ability developer cryopod, you'll start booting up the system, and once you type learn, you have a chance to get one of the 4 abilities. It's a definite chance, but it's a random chance nonetheless. As you can see, I got the ability Meltdowner, so I'll be going through Meltdowner first. Alright, first off, how to activate the abilities once you learn them. After learning them, which I cheated my way to, you can press V or any key of your choice, but you have to change it, and you can activate this interface. This interface is cool as it overrides the primary ability. Like now my left click activates that particular ability called Jet Engine, rather than you like breaking a block. So like this, I will fly forward, Jesus. Woo! So that's the Jet Engine ability. Secondly, this is the Meltdowner ability, which, if I'm not wrong, now that! Ah, so cool, shit! Third is the Ray Barrage, where, if I'm not wrong, I missed. Welp. That happens. And the last one is this Photon ability. I'm not too sure about the name, but that's basically... So this is basically the Meltdown ability. This is just a sneak peek. I'm just picking the most powerful abilities that it has in the moment. So I'll be going on to the next one, which is the Teleporter. So next is the Teleporter. I'm not too sure about what the abilities are because it's quite hard to use it in Minecraft. So let's start with the F ability, which is Flash, if I'm not wrong. There we go. So as you can see, the Flash, I'm not really sure what does happen, but it just makes me move around in extremely fast speed. Next is the R, and there's a small bug where if you use ability that it requires WSD to move, your A key would be like gone, so you have to try to replace it, and then you'll start walking again. Next is the shift teleport. I'm not sure what this is. What? Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but sure. As you can tell, I don't really use teleporter even when I'm playing my own Minecraft. So next is the left click, which is God knows what this is. Now the last ability, which is I think flash ripping, would be this. There we go. So the teleporter is more of a, if I'm not wrong, to me, a more utility-based ability, which requires like other weapons to play around with. If not, I don't really like the ability. So on to the next ability, which is Vector Manipulator. So next is the Vector Manipulator, and I did play around with this quite a bit, and it's quite fun. So first ability you can have is the Stormwind, where you can activate it and you can fly around as much as you want, as long as you're energy. And once you're happy and done, you can just press F to activate it, deactivate it. And obviously my A is wonky again, so let me just reset that. What just happened? So the next ability is a Ground Storm, where as you lift up and you just hit the ground, this happens. The higher ability, I forgot to mention that the higher the ability, the more you use the ability, the stronger it will get. So don't be too concerned when you realize how come my abilities aren't doing that much damage, where in actual fact, the more you use them, the more damage you'll get. So next is the Blood Retrograde, which, if I'm not wrong, this will happen. Yeah, gruesome. Quite disgusting too, but sure. So it is more or less a very powerful one-hit move, which probably can make short works a lot of creatures. Next is the Plasma Cannon. this happens. So the plasma cannon is basically a big ass bomb that just explodes the area around it. You know, in fact, let's just do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. So this is probably going to be used with your storm wings. So when you just do this, that happens. So in a PvP in a PvP map, or when you're playing with your friends, you can just use this to, like, you know, screw around or just destroy each other's base and friendship. But that's not for me to judge. That's for you guys to do. Right, and on to the last ability, which is my favorite of all the ability, Electromaster. Right, last ability would be the Electromaster. Why I like this ability the most? Because it manipulates electricity, and the main, and it's also the, you know, the main the main part of the anime where the main character uses this ability. So the first ability I'll show you is a Thunderbolt, which does that. Second ability I'll show you, if I can find more pics, is you can summon quite literally lightning from the sky. If it works now. There we go. I don't know why they didn't take the zombie pigment, not sure. Then the last ability is, of course, the anime's fan favorite and most iconic scene. This! A real gun. But then there's a short problem with the mod, is that right click would be the second ability, which I didn't put. So you guys have to change the key a bit in order for it to happen. Wow, look at the destruction and cost in this area. So this is this is the Academy Craft, which is referencing the Toaru no Kagakuru Railgun mod. And if and now I'll be going on to the next one. If I can fire one more time. There we go. Now the next mod I want to talk about is the Mahou Sky mod. The Mahou Sky mod is not what you expect if you watch the anime Mahou Sky no Yome. Nice anime, by the way. But this mod actually adds a lot of references from different kinds of anime, but most definitely from the Fate franchise. So let's go. So when you play the mod, the first thing you'll get is the Mahou Sky Knowledge Compendium. This is basically your guidebook to the entire mod. So let's just briefly flip through everything. It's all words, so it's a bit wordy, so you have to, you know, just read. Next is each of the spells. The spells are all in scrolls. So these scrolls are quite literally, how to say, they are not hard to make, but there's mana in the game that requires you to get enough mana in order to activate the scroll. So let's take a few pics of my favorite ones and let's go through each of them. Again, this is just a short sampling of what it is, like Mystic Eye of Black Flame. It's just a short sampling of what the mod can bring to you, and I'm not going to go through all of the spells, but I am going to go through some of my more favorite spells, which is this few. And also I'll be going through the weapons. So first, I'll go through the stuff first. First, the spell of, what's this called? The Mystic Staff of Spatial Disorientation. I have no idea what anime this is from, but the effects are pretty cool. Just take this and 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, where did that guy go? He's gonna drop down anytime soon now, you see. There we go. I think he survived. He dropped in the water. Oh shit, he survived. Okay, got one hell of a ride. So yeah, this is the Mystic Staff of Spatial Disorientation. You probably can use it with your friends, on your friends even, but I'm not too sure about that. So next up is the Staff of Explosive Mana Condensation. And if any of you watch Konosuba, you will know what this is. Okay, let's take that small hill of trees as an example, okay? Ah, that's cool. You might have an achievement called Bakuretsu. That's funny as hell. Alright, so this is the Mystic Staff of Explosive Mana Condensation, or also known as just the Megumin Staff. Alright, next is the Scroll of Enclosure Boundary, where, as you can see over there, I actually used it as a test just now. Once you put it on the ground, you just need to activate the floor, and this happens. You just rise the earth from the ground to make an enclosure. So this is pretty good if you want to capture some mobs. Other than that, it's not really, useful in terms of combat. Actually, it's useful in terms of combat too. Just don't trap yourself with a creeper. Next is the Scroll of Mystic Eye of the Black Flame, which, if I'm not wrong, is a reference to Naruto's Amaterasu, where this happens. It is a ever-burning flame, which, if I'm not wrong, if it's canon, it cannot be put out by flames. Yup, it can't be put out by flames. So yeah, the only way to put it out is I have no idea. So I think let it die down from the fire is probably the best way, and let's just hope it doesn't spread too far. Right, next up is Roll Ias. Roll Ias is from the Fate mod, where once you activate it, a shield will appear, and if I'm not wrong, nothing can go through this shield other than you yourself. Projectiles, anything can't go through the shield. Just need a sword. This sword will do. Oh yeah, but you can use this bow to fire swords. Yep. It does not work. So the Roll Ias will just basically give you an impenetrable shield against any kind of projectile. I have not tested out with any other mod, so the any kind of projectile isn't really accurate, but you guys can try it out and just share in the comment, hey, this mod actually works with this, or this mod doesn't work with this. Because if I'm not wrong, I don't think bullets, like the flame gun mod, works with this. Alright, next is the Mystic Eye of Clairvoyance. If I'm not wrong, if I activate this, I have no idea why it happens. If I'm not wrong, the Mystic Eye of Clairvoyance activates so you can see Fae, which is a mob in the game, which is kind of special. Then last of all is the Reality Marble. I'm just gonna do a bit here.
I am the bone of my soul. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, or known to life. Hell is to pay to create many weapons. Yet, those hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works!
And this happens. So as you can see, this the Reality Marble, which if you watch the Fate franchise, is straight up just referencing the Reality Marble in the show. It activates it activates teleports you to a realm where it rains swords everywhere. And these swords, the enchantment varies from each, and most obviously the most interesting part about this mod is that not interesting. The most what it reference to is basically Emiya Shiro's Noble Phantasm, which is unlimited blade works, as you can tell from the bit I just did. So in order to go back, if I'm not wrong, just activate it again. Nope, I have no idea. In order to go back, you just need to kill yourself apparently. So the last item that I want to showcase is the black key. Black keys. Sorry, bad memories. So the black keys are basically an instant teleport to the creature. Once I left click and you will just teleport. See, as you can see, I just teleport straight to the mob, like so. And deals quite a substantial amount of damage. So this is a more of a chasing tool than or engage tool if you are ballsy. So yeah, this is a pretty cool item, and also a cursed item if you do play Fate Grand Order. I mean now it's now Mapo Tofu, so it's not really a curse item. Alright, so on to the last and final mod, which is a quite a complicated one. So the last and final mod is Botania, and you might be thinking, what does Botania have to do with anything anime related? That's where you're wrong, because there is a lot of anime references in the game, in the mod itself. First of all, Kamui Eye, from where? Kill la Kill. Secondly, Key of the King's Law. What does it do? This. You are quite literally Gilgamesh from Fate. And just like it, the third item, Witch Pin. Where does it from? Madoka Magica. Fourth thing, Engineer Goggles and Orange Shade. Where does it from? Gurren Lagann. Fifth thing, Eerie Mask. I'm pretty sure anyone who plays Majora's Mask knows what this is. Next is the third eye. I'm pretty sure this is from Toho, but I'm not too sure about that because I didn't see Toho. Lastly, red ribbons for Botania's side is red ribbons. These are all just decorations, and the red ribbons are basically referencing to every other slice of life anime ever, but let's not go that far. So, this is just Botania. It only has these few anime references and one proper working weapon or tool. But there is an add-on to Botania, as you can see from the right. It's called Extra Botany. Extra Botany is a add-on to Botania where, as you can see from the item here, there is Feel Not, Excalibur, Feather of Jingwei, Spear of Subspace, a Chill, Judah Oath, Kira, and Oath of Sakura, and also Call of the God. I'll be going through each of these items, and just to take note, some of these items do take mana. So firstly is Feel Not, where the description describe it as, let me summon more pics. It is a bow and arrow that uses mana as ammo, where once you shoot it, it will do a invisible explosion, and a few of the pigs in the area will die, like so. I'm sorry. Next is Excalibur, where once you not right clicking it will not work, and sadly it's not Fate's Excalibur where it will just fire off a big fuck off beam, but rather it just fire a teeny tiny beam where it will do quite a lot of damage since you can one shot pigs. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Oh, and before I continue, just take note that many of these items inside Extra Botany aren't easy to get. They actually have to go through two bosses. One is the guy of Guardian, and the last one is quite literally Herschel of the Void. The Herschel of the Void is not really an anime, it's more of a game if you do watch, if you do play Honkai Impact. So yeah. So next, for diverging from the Feel Not and Excalibur, is these items which are from Honkai Impact 3rd. And let's set the day again, where it's referencing the game Honkai Impact 3rd, and the Judah Oath, once activated, will activate in an area where it will continuously fire spear from the sky and land on creatures inside this particular space for a limited period of time. It uses mana. All these consumes mana, so watch out for how much mana intake you do. And this is referencing to Teresa's weapon, the Oath of Judah. As you can see, this is Kira, where it fires at a significantly faster rate, but it still does 1 to 1 creature per time damage. And lastly is the Oath of Sakura, which this happens, everything in the area will get caught on fire, and it will just continuously damage the area. Cool effects, cool item, even cooler references. So next is the Achilles Shield. I'm not too sure what it does, but I guess it just protects you from damage, so I can't really do much about that. Then the next one is the Feather of Jingwei, where once it's a bauble, but once equipped, you can do this. Basically, you can fire fireballs at people or at mobs, and it will your basic attack, your basic empty hand attack will basically become a ranged attack, which is pretty cool, and also referencing to certain character in in Honkai Impact, which is can't remember the name, I'm so sorry. Fans of her, I'm so sorry. And the last one is the Spear of Subspace, where once activated with your right click, this happens. basically think of it as Gilgamesh the key. Oh right, I forgot the show. Oh yeah, I did. So it's basically the key of the king's law, but even better, as this spear of the subspace, if you play the game, it belongs to Kiana, or the Herrscher of the Void, where once activated, if I can, as you can hear, there's actually like sound like voices from her, and it just deals a lot of damage in an area in front of you or where you're looking at. So yeah, this is the Spear of Subspace. Right, so the next item I want to show you is this, the Core of the God. The Core of the God has 5 different forms, but I chose this one because it's referencing to Kiana's wings, where once you place it on, you can you basically have an increased movement speed, and once with a mana tablet, if I'm not wrong, with a mana tablet, you can fly. So this is again, this is a more utility based and also aesthetic. Obviously it looks bad because I'm using a Kaneki Kaneki skin, but you know, if you want to play around with it, this is pretty cool. Again, there are 4 other cores in the mod pack, in the mod. So go and see what they reference to, because I'm also not too sure. I think one of them reference to Toho Project 2. So yeah, next up I'll be talking about the armor. The armor they added in the game, there are 4, but these 3 are more anime related. So first one is this. Where's the last part? The Plates Combat Mid Suit, where, as you should know, this is referencing to the Overlord anime, where the mates are wearing these items, and God forbid me wearing these items. Let me just okay. Let's not wear that. Let's definitely not wear that. Stop it. Okay. So yeah, basically that's the Plates Combat Mid outfit, where if you're wearing it, please wear. Actually no. Play as a manly character and wear that. People will love it. So next is the Starry Idol outfit, where, as you can tell, is referencing to Hatsune Miku. Where once I wear this, I'll look like an abomination. Oh my god, okay, stop. Okay, enough. Alright. So last armor would be this armor, which is the Goblin Slayer armor, which is extremely badass. Just look at it. Oh my god, the eye even. Oh my god, the Kaneki's eye even. Oh my god, just the eye glow. So yeah, these are the 3 armor in the game, as each of the armor are horribly hard to get, and also they give tremendous stats. Like, as you can see, the Goblin Slayer armor just gave me 3 extra bars of HP. And with that, we come to the end of the mod pack, end of the mod showcase. I just really wanted to just make this mod showcase to show everyone that, hey, there are actually like pretty good anime mod packs out there, other than just hey, add this particular item in the game. Oh, it's an anime mod pack. So yeah, these are the 3 anime mod pack that I personally really enjoy, and hopefully you do too. So just comment down in the comments below if you like more of these kinds of video, where it's kind of hard to make because I can't really find any other anime mod pack. But if you want other than like other references or whatnot, do comment down below. Comment down in the comments below that you do like this kind of video, and I'll try to think of ideas on what more to make, as it's not really practical on the sense that there's so little anime mods, good anime mods out there in the internet. So yeah. So once again, if you like the video, like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.